Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Hookers TV. As I'm editing this video, I realized I didn't film an intro and outro or anything like that. So I'm just gonna butt in here a couple times and talk about it. First, I have my dad do most of the work because he's teaching me how to winterize the boat, but I wanted to teach you guys too, so I made a video about it. The first thing you're gonna do is take off the top of the engine.
Alright, get the socket set. I get the full socket out.
Then next you're going to take whatever socket fits the spark plug, and you're going to pull the thing off, and you put the socket in. You're just going to wrench it down, pull out the spark plug, and then take your fogging oil. And he says in the video, shoot like 10 seconds for the first time. So you're just going to shoot a 10-second shot of the fogging oil into where the spark plug was.
Always look at your, see how nice and brown they are?
Mm-hmm.
Not sooted up. Then all you do is take it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I give it about a 10-second spray. Put it back together. Do them one at a time. Make sure you put it back together right. You can feel that snaps on when you have it right. And what this does is keeps the pistons from the sidewall from locking up if it's sitting out all winter. It won't allow it to rust, and that looks really good. Burning real nice. It doesn't look like it's worn out.
You're going to do this to all the spark plugs in the motor. My little engine only has 2 of them, so you only have to do it to 2 of them, obviously. And this one the one we're working on right now has 4, so we're going to do to all 4.
You can either use stable fogging oil or sea foam. Sea foam works real good, or the stuff Mercury gives you, which is probably the best, but it's a lot more expensive too. You can feel that when it goes on, it'll just pop right back where it needs to go. This is always the hardest one because the cowl, bottom part of the cowl is in the way. You don't have to over tighten them, you just get them. This one's a little tricky because of the amount of space you have to work. Usually on these deep well sockets for spark plugs, they have a rubber boot inside them so you don't damage the spark plug. Okay, now what we're going to do is start it. We're just going to let it run for a little bit, and it's going to smoke. As soon as you see it start up and smoke, I already primed the ball. And we're going to shut it right off. Ready? Mm-hmm. See how it smoked real good?
Mm.
Now you know it's all in there. It's all through.
Once you get done fogging the engine, then he says you just want to do it one more time without starting it and just let the pistons throw all this stuff all over the place so it doesn't freeze up during the winter time.
Okay, now all we're going to do is make sure it's switches off and run. All that's doing is making the pistons go up and down, and it's slinging all that stuff all around. So now it's done. All we got to do now is put the cowl back on.
After it's all said and done, he just checks the oil just so it's ready to go in the springtime, so you don't have to worry about it then. So we're just doing it right now.
While you have it apart, and just fill it all the way up. You won't need to do that any specific time.
Last thing is you just put the cowl back on and lock it in, and you're good to go. Good to put the tarp on it for winter and everything.
Front lock in, make sure it locks in the front first. Right there, just click, went in.
Thanks for watching another episode of Hookers TV. I hope you learned something. I hope you learned how to winterize your boat, and if you already knew how to winterize your boat, I hope you learned something that we do differently than you do, and hopefully it can help you in the future. Thanks. Have a good one.
I'm having camera fright.